Warning. Brightside Masks RPG contains content that is not suitable for younger audiences and might be triggering to some, including strong language, violence and gore, and mature and sensitive topics. Please review the on-screen warnings before enjoying the show.
Sylvia kind of pokes her head around the corner. She's like, so, you guys aren't just limited to, like, our food, right? Like, you guys like food?
Sane, visibly sits up. Yes? Is that even a question? Yes. I live for food. Yes.
Cool. Okay, cause, here's the thing. I kind of, was invited to go to dinner, and I was told that I could invite you two to come with me. And I want you to come with me. I want it.
Aiden looks at Zane with, squinty, I hate everything eyes. And Zane's looking at Aiden with, big puppy dog, this is everything I've ever wanted eyes. And the energies collide. And Zane immediately, stands up and says yes. And Aiden stands up and says no. And then they look at each other. They just stare at each other. And Aiden's just secret identities. I don't think it's safe. I'm tired. I don't, you might not have noticed it, but he looks pretty rough. He looks really tired. I don't know if that's a good idea. Right now, Zane's just oh, come on! When have we ever been invited to do parent stuff? We never do the parent stuff. We need to do the parent stuff. Come on. It'll be good for her. Come on. I mean, I'm gonna go without you, he says, crossing his arms. Looking at him oh yeah, that'll get him. And then Aiden doesn't react. Looks like a zombie, just slumps further on the couch, oh.
I mean, it's not just random. I wouldn't drag you guys out in public for any random thing. It's technically Black Crow who invited us. And, well, I mean, it was Raven who talked to me to invite you. Because he specifically wants to talk to you. I'm just coming along. Because I think he wants to discuss something with you guys.
They both look pretty, intrigued by that. Oh, Black Crow's still out there. Huh. Zane's just, doing the math in his head, looks very dumbfounded, and is he has a kid? He just looks so distant.
He sounds, kind of desperate, he's, looking for help, going around, selling vacuums and stuff.
Vacuums? Aiden looks so concerned.
Yeah, because he's desperate, and is looking for help with things.
Zane finally comes back to life and he's the vacuum business always sucks.
Yeah, exactly, yeah!
Aiden looks like he literally is going to shoot him. And he's just what is he interested in? Why is he interested in us? I mean, doesn't he know? We're kind of out of our game. I mean, I get tired of sitting in an office chair now. Can you imagine if I tried to be a villain again?
I don't know, maybe he just he did super villainy stuff, but when we don't get to go out and do things like this, ever. And I want to see you guys in your element, doing the cool things you do, you know? And maybe he just wants to talk. I don't know what he's thinking or what he wants.
I'm curious now. He's scratching his chin. It'd be good to talk to him. At least, just to catch up, I guess. Do I have to wear something nice? Zane's nodding, with sparkles in his eyes. Please! Please wear something other than your hobo jacket, I beg you!
Yeah, I think, she just kind of pulls out her phone and she's got confirmation, they're in, we're coming.
She responds, and she's cool. Smiley face, but not the emoji, she physically typed out one of those awkward smiley faces with the noses.
Kind of laugh and they're so don't think you said it before, but where are we going?
It's at that Italian restaurant. It's pretty fancy, I guess.
Okay. Oh, and she kind of looks to her dad and then she says is it the kind of place where you have to be nice? Do you have to be fancy and stuff?
I'm wearing a cute suit. She says, it's pink. And another message!
Okay, so I kind of spin back around in the chair and look to my dad. It's so apparently we're gonna be going to that Italian restaurant, and she says that they're gonna be a bit fancy.
Sold! Zane literally, like, almost falls out of the chair and stands up. He grabs Aiden's hands and, like, sweeps him up, and he's like, Like, you can see a moment before he swept away where he looks at you like, what have you done? And then gets swept away. Oh, yeah. They're gonna be nice.
Yeah, and then Sylvia basically would hop off and she'd zoom to her room and, like, dig through her closet to find, like, the perfect thing to take.
Y'all arrive at that Italian restaurant. It is titled that. That's what it is. Aiden's angrily fumbling with his tie that he's trying to rip off without choking himself, and he's not doing a good job. Zane is just sitting there already holding fork and knife, like, is just waiting.
Yeah, food, awesome, but, like, technically, we did come here to kind of talk to Black Pro and stuff, and kind of hard to do if we're over here.
Oh, I guess that's why we're here. He says kind of disappointed. You've got a point. He, like, brings Zane, like, big dumb energy over here, much like a shield. God damn, I didn't expect you to come.
Yeah, I just kind of, like, look at her and just kind of give the whole, like, head nod, like,
Rick looks at her mom, and then she salutes, and then literally, with one gust, just, like, flaps over here and lands, and she just sort of, like, the table shakes, and she stops it from shaking and looks at you like, that was smooth.
I mean, I think it works, and I mean, at least it's not gonna be as awkward as, like, what's going on over there.
That's gonna go really bad.
Yeah. Although, like, part of me kind of wishes I was over there, because it's like, what if they talk about, like, cool history stuff? Like, what if they're like, oh, remember that time we, like, busted up, like, such and such thing? It's like, oh, they're gonna, like, talk shop, and I want to hear that stuff.
That is true. My poor mom! We should bring her over here. She's, like, not a villain at all. She's like that supportive, like, blissfully ignorant person. Like, I love her, but she's just so, like, airy and...
I mean, like, no offense, but, like, how on earth did, like... And I kind of, like, point between, like, Black Crow and, like, the mom and just be like, how did that happen?
I don't
like,
know.
How?
I don't know. He doesn't share a lot. He's, like, all secretive and stuff. I really don't know. But, like, they really actually genuinely love each other, so that's what matters, I guess.
Yeah. But, like, does she even, like, know everything that's going on? Or is she just, like, literally thinking he's just, like, a random business dude who does business things?
Oh, no, she knows everything. She just sort of, like, I don't know. I guess she's, like, kind of in denial that it's, like, evil? Or, like, wrong? Like, she just sort of, like, dismisses that part because, like, she loves him. And it kind of sucks, but enough about my awkward family drama. She sort of, like, fiddles with the fork.
Yeah, but I mean, I have to give him credit, like, he picked this place, because, like, I mean, it's real nice, like, I mean, it's super fancy.
Yeah, this is... She's, like, kind of, like, nervously, like, looking around. No, that other Italian restaurant, that's the one where they don't do, like, bottomless breadsticks. This one, they're, like, it's, like, a buffet of breadsticks, so, like, I begged them to come to this one. They were, like, let's go to the other one, and I was like, no!
Yeah, no, why would you go to the other one? Like,
seriously!
You can the breadsticks thing, but then it's, like, the noodles aren't cooked right. They, like, they don't have the right viscosity, and the sauce is portioned wrong. It's just, like, it's just bleh.
Seriously.
It's like, no. Somebody's just, like, sitting there, and she, like, looks there, and she's like, I like your suit. Like, it definitely looks really, really nice.
She's just looking at you and, like, smirking, like, huh. I mean, I guess. Thanks. I just, you know, break the stereotypes. I have to hem everything and sew a lot of stuff to make it work. It's really annoying. It's like an extra chore where, like, you have to do laundry or, like, dishes. It's like, oh, I gotta cut my stupid clothes and sew them all the time. And so I don't really get too many new clothes. I just sort of wear the ones I have until, like, it looks like a moth attacked me.
It's not something everyone can pull off, but I think you do pretty good with that style. It suits you.
Thanks. Glad I could be a hobo raven and it's fine. Speaking of, your dads look like hobos. Are they okay?
First of all, excuse you, they look fabulous. Second of all, like, they're not really trying to impress anyone too much. They're kind of like out of the game. They're retired, so I guess they're just kind of like, we don't care. We're just gonna vibe.
Well, that's good for them. I'm happy then. I don't know, I know you said they're retired, but like, man, they look really beat up.
That'd be my cue to be like, hey, I'm gonna want to look over my dad's. How are they actually doing? Like, are they okay over there?
What do you mean? They look beat up. Sweats. Yeah, it's a whole lot of Aiden looking miserable. Zane keeps bringing up like my daughter, and you're like, like every time you hear it, it gets more stressful. And then Aiden looks over you like is food worth this kind of stare?
Food, but at what cost?
Yeah, they don't get out much, but I mean, I kind of convinced them a bit just because it was like the stuff, but then it's almost like a date, you know, and so
Raven just sort of notices that, and then she looks at you, like fully looks at you, and then looks away, and she's like, "You look really nice." I mean, you look nice all the time, honestly. You have good fashion taste.
Thanks. I mean, I definitely do clothes better than Robo Chick, but somehow she's famous on the internet.
I vomit whenever I look at her. Who dyes their hair mint?
Oh god, what about it like with my... Ugh, can you imagine minted with my hair with all the curls? Ugh.
Huh. I would probably look like a flower, maybe? I don't know. I'm not that creative, honestly. It's not my strong suit. I think I'm physically strong than anything.
Yeah, you're pretty tough. Like, I mean, when you're strong, do you really need much else? Because I mean, like, you genuinely seem to work a lot to do your best at stuff, and it shows.
I work hard. That's like, I don't know, I come from a family where you just work hard. I can't even begin to tell you how heavy these are. These wings are heavy. I don't really have any hobbies, I guess. I wish I was a more interesting person. Like, yeah, I have stickers, but I mostly use them to cover up, like, bruises and stuff from fights, so nobody knows or asks.
Gosh, okay, at this point, it's just like, hey, haha, where's the food? Like, gosh, that food is taking a really long time, huh? like, dang, this fancy place just takes forever to get food.
Okay, the food's there. You get your breadsticks, pasta, and soup salad Italian TM.
Okay, so I think we get the food, and, like, I think Raven's, like, still looks kind of off. Yeah, so she's just gonna kind of smile and, like, look at Raven and be like, watch this. And then she's gonna get the spaghetti and just, like, dump it on her head and be like, haha, look at me! I am the Italian pest monster! All must fill me in my tormentory goodness!
Raven bursts out laughing, like, that's the last thing she expected! She laughs so hard that she looks back at her dad with, like, genuine fear, and then looks back at you, and then just keeps laughing. Oh, man, that got me so good. Who are you trying to be?
But do you not know? I am the Italian spaghetti monster. I serve the pasta to all the children of the world. Spaghetti!
Aiden's looking at you, and you can see the alarm in his eyes, like, Sylvia, we are in public! You can see it, he's turning back to the table, pretending to be engaged, but he keeps looking back at you worryingly. Raven's crying, laughing, everything hurts, she's having such a good time.
So do we have, like, water at the table and stuff, or, like, do we have special drinks?
Just water, just water.
Just water, okay. Alright. Picks up the glass, takes, like, a slug and goes, ding, ding, ding. Just like, I would like to make a toast to my partner in crime, the fiercest warrior of all the Foodlands. Will you join me as captains? It's a toast.
Raven takes her breadsticks and tears them in half and has angry eyebrows and goes, ah, yes! And then she, like, takes her glass, a toast.
A toast!
Yeah!
To the fine fortunes of our enterprise!
Yes, and for the good fortune of your Retired hobo family!
We speak for the proud homos!
They toast like weirdos. Raven looks at you with pure admiration at this point. Oh man. You're a lot of fun. I would never be able to do that at home. And I'm probably going to get in trouble for doing it now, but hey, worth it!
I mean, like, yeah, rules are rules and stuff, but like,
This is why we need to spend more time together. You could maybe like
loosen up a bit and get to like enjoy yourself. Because I mean, what's the point of stuff if you don't have fun with it and like go crazy?
I take you up on that. Anytime I quote-unquote go wild, we usually get in a fight, so... I mean, you don't even want to know what it was like to try to dye my hair.
Do you just tend to not do stuff? Or like, do you just still do things and just not worry about what's gonna happen?
I've learned it's better to ask for forgiveness and permission.
Yeah, at this point I'm just like, so how are they reacting to everything and how's their stuff going?
So yeah, you listen in and it's like adult laughter between Black Crow, his wife, and Zane, and then Aiden not laughing, but just like wobbly smile, like, I'm here. Like, just... Goddamn, this poor guy. Black Crow sort of starts and he's like, yeah, it's been a rough time for business. People would think, yeah, villain uprising. That would be good for villains. But we don't work together. So it's not. We're just taking each other's work from each other. When heroes rise up together, it's good, because they work together. But when we rise up, we don't work together. And it makes it even harder. And I know you're not a part of this anymore. No, it's not what you do. But if you could ask anyone who might be interested, I know it didn't go good the first time, but I think we're all very different, and we can try again. Aiden at this point is hearing the like the bullshit at the other table, and he's like,
Screw you, my child is completely fine. Spaghetti!
The child in question, spaghetti! It's fine, everything's fine, everything's fine. Sinking in chair. Focuses his attention in and is like, and you haven't contacted anyone else? Why us? Black Crow sort of like, he sits back. I have contacted others, and others have contacted me. Did you get a call recently? Aiden looks kind of alarmed. Yes, from the Ricardos? He says really quiet, and Black Crow sort of nods. I didn't help them, and I can't get through them. Is there any way you could? Aiden immediately sulks, and he's like, I don't want to get in the middle of that. Things already went bad the first time with Rogue with them. We kind of are done. And Black Crow sort of nods like, I understand. I just hope they're okay. And Zane just sort of pipes in like, well, I mean, you're in Halcyon. You got a lot of potential out there, but I wouldn't get too hung up on them or us. You know, we gotta keep things pretty on the down low. I mean, now we're just focused on Sylvia. She's doing great. And they look at you.
I think they look over, and I probably still have like spaghetti on my head, like a noodle sliding down my face.
He's just like looking at you with like such unconditional like love and sparkly eyes, like, I love her. This is my daughter. Like, he's just so like, look at her.
Yeah, and what's Aiden doing?
He's doing the why is she doing that? But yeah, Black Crow's just like, alright, I appreciate you coming and at least talking and catching up. It was nice. If things go well and you ever want to join, at any point, you are welcome. They're just like, yeah, no, we're good. This is probably the last time we can bring her out in public.
Like, we can never go out again.
Like, our legacy has lived on, but at what cost? Everything kind of goes quiet at that table as they all sort of like come to that awkward like declined deal thing, and now they're all like, well, now what do we talk about?
I think they're doing okay back there. I don't know. Like...
Raven was also looking back. She made eye contact with her dad and then like turned back over here. I'm actually really glad I was not a part of that table. I would have been a mess. Because like, I've got this like legacy to uphold, I guess, and like, I don't like want him to do this And, like, I can't pretend that. I'm not good at that. So I'm glad I wasn't over there, because I would have started more problems. And, like, instead of spaghetti going voluntarily onto heads, it would have been, like, I would have thrown spaghetti at other people. So...
Oh god, well, like, do you think they'd actually, like, start kicking people out if we started a food fight in here?
I mean, they kind of can't kick us out. They were terrified the moment we walked in. It's kind of hard to hide giant black bird wings.
So we're like, how much of this is, like, are we just doing food, or are we doing any kind of, like, dessert stuff?
I don't know. I can find out, though. Are we gonna share it? Raven ooh-woos.
Yeah, like, of course! Like, we should definitely share it. I mean, it's a lot easier to share, one with 2 people instead of each getting one, because it's more expensive, and then oftentimes we each will get our own and we don't finish it, and so it's like, it'll be like, yeah, it'll be good! Like, good! It's good, yes, it'll be good to share with you.
You got a good point. I was just gonna say I want to share it because I like you, but yeah, I guess that's a more complicated way to say it. Raven just shrugs.
That's a good reason. We would like to order some of the
Lava cake.
The lava cake. We would like a serving of the lava cake.
She just quietly nods and writes something down. She's like, I'll get that right away. She seems horrified of the tables that are over there.
Hey, thank you kindly. Gives her like a little nod of her head. Some of the spaghetti falls off of the table.
Zane's like, and she has manners. He says, pounding the table, and Aiden's just like, God. Okay, so she comes out with your lava cake. It's not like the cool lava cakes that come with like sparklers and shit. It's just sort of like lava cake, powdered sugar. Looks good though. It's not like on fire, which is mildly disappointing, but that's what that Italian restaurant is known for. Being mildly disappointing. Raven has her fork and she's looking at you with like an eyebrow raise and she's smiling and she's just like, dude, just eat it. Don't think about it.
Sure. I can definitely just eat. I'm good at eating. I can eat things.
You're like stressed too much.
I guess that's fair. But yeah, to cake. We're gonna eat cake.
She's looking up at you and like smirking, like it's funny to her that you're being this stressed out over just eating cake. And then eventually y'all finish, but it's like that awkward thing where there's like one piece left, and then she like pushes it to you, and then you're like pushing it to her, and then you just keep pushing it until you both don't eat it.
And then it's like finally I just get so fed up that I just like take the piece like I'm gonna eat, and I'm just gonna like shove it in her hand. No, you!
She looks really shocked by that! And she just sort of eats it and she swallows and she's like, what? No one's beaten me at that game before. I didn't even know you could do that. Is that a rule? Like, can you do that?
Didn't realize there was a rule?
No, there's a rule to like eating the last piece and I didn't think shoving it into the other person's mouth was an option.
I just want to eat the cake and I thought you need to have the last piece. What kind of, like, excuse me? Like, why should we have to worry about the rules? Like, how do you even know the rules?
No, I know the game rules. Are you kidding?
One of us is gonna have to, and I didn't want to, like, waste it, so, like, it's yours, so there, haha. I win.
Raven's laughing, and she just sort of sighs, and then she, like, grimaces just a little, like, this is, like, gotta sound dumb, but, like, this was a lot of fun, and, like, I don't know, I haven't been able to have a lot of friends, and, like, it just makes me a little sad that, like, other people get to do this all the time, and, like, this is, like, one of the special moments in my life where it's normal for other people. And, like, I don't know, if I'm gonna be a big villain and you're gonna be a big villain, I think we should make it a little more normal to be normal. You know? It just sucks.
Yeah, that is true, that kind of sucks. The world just wants to look at us and tell us, hey, yeah, no, like, you gotta do things our way, and, like, if you're a villain, you gotta be, like, and villains and woo, and you gotta have all this like nonsense. But it's like, why do we have to follow like the rules that other people make? Like, why don't we just like do it our way. Because, like, if we do it our way, who's gonna judge us? And, like, anyone tries to, we just, like, zap them and they're gone and they're dead. And it's like, we'll just, like, we'll figure it out. Like, we'll take over the world and we'll conquer everything. And then it's like, we'll totally do the whole, like, we'll live in a house and it will be, like, covered head to toe in, like, exotic animals. And it's like, everyone's gonna look at us and they're gonna be, like, jealous because we've lived the dream and we've, like, gone and done it. And, like, and they can't go, like, oh, they just broke the rules. They didn't do it conventionally. It's like, screw the rules. Like, we just do it, like, ourselves. Like, we just have our own thing and we'll have our own, like, villain house and it'll be awesome.
Oh my god! We can make the whole house just stolen artifacts from, like, everywhere. Like, the armchair from, like, I don't know, Aegis or something.
Like, whose house would we get this stove from? Like,
I don't know, Red Spark's house or something. We could just, like, collect everything. I will literally kill someone for a stove.
we just commit every crime to get a stove. I would say at this point, like, while they're joking and laughing, I probably would, like, look over and be like, are they wrapping up? Like, how much more do we gotta...
How much more gay banter must we suffer through?
How much more bonding do we gotta do over here?
They're pretty much done. Aiden has it on the table. He's gone. Zane's still talking about you. Like, yeah, she has these action figures and she's really passionate about collecting them.
Hey, like, great. And I've had a good time. Don't you think we gotta, like, get home? Like, I've got assignments I gotta do and I can't stay up late.
Oh, we're actually doing the homework tonight? Ah, okay.
Yeah, like, we're doing, I gotta do the work, you know, to, like, make everything come together properly.
Oh! And then he gives you the wink. Then Aiden assures them, like, we're a last resort if you need us, but at least we're that.
Yeah, and thank you for this lovely hospitality! Like, I'm gonna look over at Raven, and I probably still have, like, remnants of food in my hair. And I do, like, a bit of a bow to her with kind of, like, the semi thing and be like, and thank you for this lovely meal, my friend.
Yeah, Zane stands up, and then he bows, but it's very, very ungraceful, and he's just like, yes, thank you for having us at this fine establishment. It was a night to remember, he says, with his arms slung around you, and, like, going to give you a noogie, and then realizing your head is covered in noodles, and he's just like, it was a night that we need to talk about when we go home. Which Aiden looks thrilled about. Raven waves, and I'm assuming y'all are just gonna head out.
Do some kind of, like, wave and, like, finger gun and then, like, peace sign. It's like, hey, bye!
She does it back. That's how you communicate now. When you get far away enough, Aiden, like, definitely jerks your arm in a way, and he's just like, why? Why is there noodles on your head, Sylvia?
It's the appropriate thing to do at the time!
Why?
Because she was like, I don't know, she seemed kind of tense and I wanted to lighten the mood and like, I figured if I, you know, made her laugh that she'd have a good time.
Zane puts his hand on your shoulder and he's like, you're a good person, sweetie. And Aiden just like smacks his forehead and will just be like, comic cartoon cut there. Y'all just arrive in Toby's apartment. But it's like, as you're coming down the hallway, you smell good food. And it's like one of those things in the back of your mind where you're like, oh my god, I hope that's coming from my house. As you're walking home. And like, it actually is. And you're like, oh my god, yes. And then when you open the door, it smells really good. They're cooking. They're like, probably listening to some radio music and chilling out in Toby's apartment. And they hear the door open. And Ricky comes out and he's just like, Toby! And then he like leans on the table. Then he realizes you have friends. And he's like, oh, Toby and friends! They made a lot of food. Okay. So I argued with your father, and I was like, it's Taco Tuesday. And then he said, no, I don't want tacos. It's too cliche. And I was like, but it's Taco Tuesday. You can't just cheat him out of tacos on Tuesday. And then I played the guilt card, and then he still wouldn't do it. So then I started making them, but now he's making his own things. So now we're both making 2 different meals, but you'll be fed for a while. He gives a thumbs up. When you can't make decisions, sometimes you just... This is the compromise.
Okay, so like before we like eat and stuff, I know it's a lot of food. Okay, just you guys remember so like a couple days ago when we were like over in like the warehouse and like Golden Light had like grabbed me and like and brought me to a warehouse and stuff. You remember, like how that went down and then like there was like that like kind of like I don't know, it was kind of like a blast. I don't know, it was kind of like slimy or something. Did you know everybody kind of swapped memories when that happened. Like, everyone in the room got a bunch of other people's memories, apparently.
They both visibly jump! What? He looks so alarmed. What? No. What did you see?
I didn't get anything. Sam had a thing? Sam? Yeah?
Yeah, I got
Nothing from high school, right? Nothing from high school, right?
well, looks true as Enigma. It's like I got like one of the memories that like you had of like, you know, where you were point signals like you two like
Oh,
getting it like
God.
antics
Oh,
and
God.
like, you know, like teaching Toby to ride a bike and, you know, all these really sweet things.
Ah!
You know?
He looks so
was-
alarmed.
It was very touching.
His teeth are shattering and he's like biting his nails. He's like, ah. Lucas pats him on the back like, high school is Enigma's greatest fear. Now you all know. Use that knowledge to your best advantage. And he looks at him like,
I will.
my own husband. Selling me out like this. But how did that happen? How did you get into my head? I mean,
It's kind of one of my powers. And when everything went haywire, I guess, like, I'm pretty sure you would have gotten, like, some of my memories, maybe, which is horrifying to think about.
Okay, I'm sure it's okay. Okay, but like also, I mean, we went back. We got one of Golden Light's friends to go talk with her, and we led her back to the warehouse, and we convinced them to be friends again and like still talk and stuff. I got her some support, and Sam was able to like do stuff with her memories and stuff. We went back there.
alone? You went alone?
I mean, to be fair, he had us, and we're kind of scary and creepy. I mean, like, I've in some way, like, bested, like, you two on, you know, with my weirdness. And, like, we also had, like, other, like, students who are, like, very powerful and probably walking time bombs. I mean, like, really, we could probably take her if we needed to.
And we brought an adult.
We had a teacher.
Okay. You should be more careful. You trusted her. Just putting that out there, mijo. He looks very concerned.
It's what I thought was right. And honestly, I just like, I don't know, just helping somebody in need, even like when they had done me wrong, is just kind of a cool thing, I think. Something I kind of stand by and stuff. I mean, like if I go back to her and like just check up on her later and something, I think like probably next time she'll be in like better spirits, you know?
Yeah, this time went really well.
This time. Alright. So you talked to her. How did it go?
Well, it went well. Like you said, like with the footage from Root and like that day you guys got me and stuff. She bought it, and as it turns out, you guys are fine. Yeah, like we knew. Didn't kill Promise or anything. But at the same time, it kind of leaves a question of like, then she's really curious as to who did, and I know you guys are big villains and stuff, so I was just wondering on the off chance you like, do you guys have any clue as to who would? Because like I know you guys don't kill people, and like that, you know, there's that line and stuff, of course, and we're not gonna change that at all. But do you know anyone who's crossed that line before?
They're looking very intently at one another, as if they're like speaking that silent language parents do. Ricky actually says something. He's like, from what she said, and from what I know, it would involve us going down to the lab you destroyed, but I have a lot of surveillance. That might get us a good lead on maybe that day. Because I was recording everything that day. Seriously, recording everything that day, because if something went wrong that day, I would literally kill everyone then myself. So I might have anxiously, accidentally documented that entire day everywhere, so...
That's a little excessive.
Yeah, creepy, but a good start.
So yeah, I was a little paranoid, but you know what? It might pay off, so... See, I told you. No, that was crazy. You're crazy! Yes! I'm a crazy evil genius, admit it. Lucas is just like, oh my god. Okay, so we might have an idea. Yes, but, it's gonna take a lot of searching.
Well, we know where it didn't happen because you guys were at the Root stuff. But don't you guys know exactly where it went down? Like, can't you just at least like look through the footage of like just being like, I don't know, like the specific times of day and just be like, oh, okay, in this lot at 3:30 or something. Like, can't you find that?
Yeah, it can't be that hard to figure out.
I've already been working on recovering, and other than that, I would suggest asking the other side, Aegis and things like that. They have a lot of information that I might have tapped into, but I don't really have full access to.
Also, I think it's kind of creepy that you guys had like the whole thing. Like, y'all could just be watching like everything and stuff, so you can just see like whenever.
I'm watching you as well. I mean, they already have the room like with cameras and whatnot. I mean, a little bit of like helicopter parenting, isn't it? It's kind of scary.
Yeah, yeah. Can you guys like not like? Okay, that could be like some government shit, but that's like that's. Do you guys not do that, or can you not do that anymore? That's pretty fucking villainous.
Yeah. But I mean, if you help us, I mean, that would be like, you're a good step, I guess, to being good people.
Hey, admitting it is the first step, he says very confidently. And I believe I'm doing a good job. I'm trying. But we'll use it for good. I never used it for bad, only once. Yeah.
Use footage against people?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah!
maybe.
Perhaps.
I mean, they're helping Golden Light and like helping like figure out like what happened that day to find out like, what actually went wrong. It's like, a good deed, I guess.
These crazy evil geniuses can figure out the recording.
Alright, so we've got our first good mission then. We won't let you down.
All right, sounds good to me. Thank you.
They look at each other. That's another thing. We've been kind of compromised at this point. We were kind of looking to see if we might need to go somewhere else. Maybe temporarily, maybe not. We might leave the apartments. And he looks at Ricky, and Ricky just looks away all sad, like, we might destroy the lair. Our location has never been breached before. And that's a big risk to you, that you do not need to be in.
I mean, we're pretty well hidden. I mean, Goldenlight had to do like a bunch of research to even find out where we were and stuff, and then she like showed up in the middle of the night, but at the same time, I mean, like, no one else has.
I mean, you found it! He says, like,
But
his arms out, like,
But as long as we're talking about things that we can do good and better, to get better and away from villainy things.
But I like my giant globe. Ricky says quietly.
I do have a friend who needs help.
There's a lot to discuss, but who needs help? They both look at Oliver! They both look at Oliver!
Oh, no, not me. It's Sam. I've got somewhere to live.
They look at Sam, and they both look at each other like,
Yeah, his friend might need a place to live, yeah. Would you like to explain, Sam?
Yeah, so, hi. I know we've had a bit of a weird history in the past, what with, the gem in my forehead, and seeing your memories, and your all that kind of stuff, but I've had a couple of setbacks, and I don't want to like inconvenience you guys in any way, and Toby like offered because I had a warehouse that like I kind of like stole from people because I messed with their brain to get their warehouse, and I had a bunch of rats, and the problem with the rats was that like there was a bunch of rats, so I had to get a cat, so I got one cat, but then when I got one cat, a bunch of cats showed up, and so then I had to like take care of a bunch of cats, I had to erase their memories, and then I had to like, but then that's how I kind of learned how to use my powers, and that was really fun. But then what happened is that like I guess Root's helping me, but the Cherokee ended up finding me, which was this group of like really weird people who are after me. Maybe we'll discuss that later. And it's just really a hard time kind of thing. But like I managed to make it my own. I promise I'll take up like very little space. I don't want to impose and whatnot. But I feel like maybe in like return I can maybe like help you guys out with like the fact that like I have like memory powers, and I'm have like various other things, and you two seem like maybe you'd be like a good group to like help me figure out this thing in my head, because you know gems and crazy, and it's and mind stuff and whatnot, and so I'd really appreciate it. I promise I probably won't be staying for super long, just until I can sort out the the stuff with the people trying to like take me back to a crazy place that I really do not like. And if you take me in, I'd be very grateful and very thankful. Sorry and hello.
I feel like I could learn something from you, and I feel like you can learn a lot from me as far as your powers go.
I mean, maybe you could teach me how to fly.
No. No, not flying! You're mind control! Oh, that's a dangerous thing to play with if you don't have a mentor.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Especially if I have like something creepy in my head like I do currently.
Oh, that needs to be exercised, which I don't know how to do, but I can always learn! They're trying their best.
If it comes down to that,
You could teach us how to destroy the world? No, that's not right. Maybe like your student or something. That would be very helpful, and I could use all the help I could get.
Yeah, I believe you've got something unique that could be helpful to, you know, the world! He says, realizing how scary he sounds. Not to us! Just don't want to see you go down a path I went down.
yeah, so we'd stop him from having to make difficult decisions or like turn to villainous things. That would be great, yes.
That would be really great.
They like sit there, they talk for a second, yeah, like they go to their groups and they start talking to each other like, we're gonna do this, we're gonna like, another one? We're gonna really just take this kid in? You can just hear them muttering.
I turn to Toby and just sort of like, thanks. I'm sorry that I'm, weird and kind of awkward here, but I do appreciate like, your help and back me up for being here.
Yes.
And like, I promise I'll do my best to like not mess this up and not like,
It's cool. I can't. You need AC and a place to live, and the whole point. And it's like I'm just kind of guilty.
I'm still not sure what AC is, but I hear it's good.
Please, just live. It's okay. Just yeah. It's
I'll
good.
try to live. I have plans not to, but I'll.
Sam!
Is that it? We'll fix that too.
Fine.
I'm hoping that's decided then, because he's a person in need who needs a place to be and to learn what AC is and like probably what actual food is like and stuff. And us taking in and helping somebody and supporting them would be really nice, especially if he doesn't have any other family to lean on, because that would just kind of make me happy to give that to someone.
Lucas looks soft when you say that. He just looks so like it clicked finally. And that's what's important to us. If that would make you happy, then yes. It's not ever an issue financially. And you don't need to worry about that. And if that makes us better heroes, then he looks so weird about saying that, like, hero. If that makes us better, then that's good.
Worst comes to worst, even if we can't be, maybe you can help me crush my enemies.
Sam, is that your name?
Yes, that is my name. My name is Samuel Curtis.
Sam, I just want to say, I saw something of yours, a memory of yours, and I just don't want anything like that happening to anyone, ever again. That was probably the most horrifying thing I've seen, and I've seen a lot, trust me. So if you need help, we will help you, and that'll be my first personal mission. Make sure that never happens, because that's the worst thing I've ever seen, and I'm sorry you went through that.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. I feel like it'll be a big help. Thank you.
Hey, I'm if this is gonna be a thing, like a family thing, I can
No!
Oh,
No! They motion at, like, there is so much food, please eat the food! And so,
That's great.
So everybody you guys have a combination of macaroni and cheese and tacos because they're idiots.
Yeah. I walk up and I just like take like all the stuff for like the tacos. I like crush the shell into my macaroni and like then all like the salad and just like mix it all up. into one bowl.
You
Just
mix
mix it all up.
you mix you mix mac and cheese and tacos in the
Yes.
same bowl.
I do. I crumble up all of the shell of the taco and the lettuce and the tomato and everything just like into little tiny bits and just stir it in and then
Like-
just stare at it.
A fucking stew? Like
You can't even eat it!
I walk away instinctively, like, what the fuck?
Lucas hugs you. He's like, do not look. You brought a monster into this house.
How could you eat such? I
Guess this is what we deserve.
This is so much better than eating out of the dumpster.
You'll fit in just fine.
okay, but like even if you just have two different combinations of like food, like you don't have to. Okay, it's not like a garbage can where like everything's kind of like just a mess. Like you could just have like a cheese and mac and thing, and then just the tacos on the side. Just eat both, or just put even the mac and cheese in like the shell.
You haven't even tried it. Here. Try
I would
Try
rather.
my horrible concoction.
My
I
mom
would-
would say it's all going to the same place, but
Right? See?
I
Your
don't
mom
know
would be
if
wrong.
She also likes eating peanut butter and pickle sandwiches, so I don't know if she should be trusted with.
Oh, this is like it's like a cheat code or something. Like where you're just doing this in like life, and then like somehow or another, like if you just put like two random ass foods together, should like never be together. It's like a cheat code, and you just unlock like summoning demon powers. Like
Sam pours water over it.
ah!
Oh.
Mixes it again.
Oh.
Why? Like I'm trying to house you. Why are you cursing us?
I mean, it's not like you weren't cursed before.
You have horrified the villains. Congratulations, they are fleeing.
I scarred them for a second time.
They
You
have
just
been,
got
Together.
here.
they have been rightfully fucking traumatized. They give you the pats on the head, Toby, as they pass by, and assure you, okay, we're going next door. Don't summon any demons and eat your tacos properly. We love you, and then they go.
Okay, aside from that whole mess, Toby kind of like walks back over and it's kind of like, okay, on the real.
Mm.
I've been an only child for like all my life, so I've never really had to like share anything. So if that's like an issue, let me know. But like, I've never had the chance to share with anybody. I've never like we could buy another controller and we both play video games, or I could like show you my croutons, or we could just be here and stuff, and you don't have to worry about. There's like no rats going on the floor. There's air conditioning, so you could just control what temperature is where you live. The temperature
Can you
is.
do that?
Yeah, that's.
Wow.
But my
Yeah.
point is, just please try to make yourself like comfortable here. I want to be here for you. Oliver's here for you and stuff, and like I don't want you to feel like you're imposing or anything, because I'm inviting you to my home for a reason. I want you to feel okay and better, you know.
That means a lot to me, really. Like I don't know if I'll ever be able to repay your kindness and whatnot, but I really do appreciate this, and I promise I'll have your back. And for what it's worth, I do think you're a good hero. I think this is a really good, thing to do, a really selfless thing to do, and you're a really great friend. And I appreciate that. Thank you.
I thought I was supposed to recover the support.
Ha ha ha.
Damn it!
You're giving him a place to
Yeah.
stay, so
Just
it makes
hug
sense.
me, and it'll make sense.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do that now.
Aww.
Oh,
And then a single tear runs down my face.
oh Sam.
All right, as long as you finish the monstrosity you created.
I will. And then when he doesn't look because I can't eat, I just chuck it out the window. The poor civilian on the street who finds that.
You kill an innocent
Does he-
bystander.
Yep.
Does
Roll and
Sam
all.
just do that like every time after?
He just. Can you imagine like macaroni taco raining
just like
from
a-
the sky
there's a hiding
and the terror those poor people are fucking going through down there? It's like worse than Claudia with the chance of fucking meatballs. That's like Oliver. You get a text.
I feel like Ollie is too scared of his phone going off while he's Fray, so he definitely doesn't have notifications turned on. In fact, he probably keeps it silent and just checks it neurotically.
Aww.
I look at my phone and I'm like, oh shit.
You good, Oliver?
Oh, yeah. I just I've got to get going. Oh shit, I was gonna. Yeah. I'll see you guys later. I'm late for a dinner, I guess.
Oh, okay. Be safe. And
Bye.
so,
See you
Thanks
soon.
for the food.
You hear Ricky, he's like, no worries, you're welcome to come back as long as you're not gonna kick our ass. And then you hear Luke at somebody, he's like, ow!
yeah, come back.
I don't think I could really manage that, but your food's good. So I got out the door and I just immediately switch into my Fray costume, do a quick change, and then I'm gonna knock on the door.
So I like open the door and I'm like, did you forget any? Fray, did you?
Oh. Hey, are your dads home?
What? Did
Have they done something bad?
I mean,
No,
probably.
I can't really say because I don't know. At least I don't think they've done anything bad. I just
Okay.
I just need to talk to one of them.
Oh, it was about the warehouse stuff. Oh, because the did you switch with a? Oh, okay.
I'm yes, I guess.
Okay. Sure. Come on in. Did you see Oliver?
Oh yeah, I just passed him on the way out. He seemed like
Damn.
he was in a hurry though.
Papas. We have another visitor. This is
They close the door. They legit, they're done. Ricky probably found that to be pretty funny, but Lucas is not. Like, he's actually done with the amount of children that keep coming through the door and, their location's
God.
been, compromised, and now there's a bunch of random superhero kids showing up.
So this is Fray. He's another classmate of ours, and he was there at the warehouse and stuff. And he's just needs to talk to you guys too.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah,
About?
well, I switched memories with you. I point at Lucas. I have to think about it because in the memory I don't see the one that I am. I see the one that I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, it's no, that one. This is kind of a personal. If you wouldn't mind, like, I don't know, somewhere a little more private.
Looking at Toby, raising his eyebrow, now he's looking at you. Yeah, next door?
You should be fine. I don't think he could take you in a fight.
I'm not gonna fight them.
Door literally leads into apartment that's very similar to Toby's, just opposite, I guess, like kitchen on this side. Alright.
Okay, so like obviously I have this mask and stuff, and alter ego and all that, and you had some of my memories, and I saw some of your memories, and I'm just worried that I don't know, maybe you saw something embarrassing or bad. I'm curious, I guess, what you saw.
I saw you talking to someone. They looked really happy. They were talking about a school play.
Okay, and is that all you got? Like, there wasn't any like other things? I don't know.
Just know what I got from you.
Okay, well, I just mean I got a memory of you two on the beach, like, I don't know, you seemed young, I guess. But anyways, it just got me thinking that maybe, I don't know, you saw Russ, and like, I don't know, like, I know that you guys wouldn't probably do anything, but like, this whole thing is to keep the people closest to me safe. Like that's the whole reason I go through all of this effort to hide my identity, and coming up with a cool name and all that. And like I don't know what I would do if something put them in harm's way. And I'm sure that you guys wouldn't do that, but like also I don't know, I just want to be sure, because like that's the thing that villains always do, right? Is like they find out about like your significant other, and then they, drop them down an elevator shaft or something, and then you try and catch them, but then you snap their neck on the way down, and it's just a whole thing.
I don't usually play that dirty, but he, however, side-eyeing Ricky, I'd be worried about. And I'm kidding. I keep things a little more locked up in person. Even if I was who I used to be, I wouldn't have done anything. I don't think anything of it. It didn't seem like important information to me. That was all I got. I don't have any reason I would use that against him.
Okay. Well, I guess that's a little reassuring. I don't know. I guess I also wanted to ask, just like, I know you guys kept your identities secret from Toby, and like, I don't know, I've been thinking about it. Like, does it even help? Does it even work? Like, at the end of the day, is it worth it to lie to them just for their safety? Does it even keep them that safe?
That's hard, because that was a conversation that came up a lot. We mostly didn't want him to know to protect him, yes, but we didn't want him to know so that he could have the potential to be his own person. We didn't want him to feel like he had to live up to, like, a legacy, or that he had to do things because of the way we did them. We just tried to give him an open mind, so that, if he did want to be good, that would be him. We didn't want to control that, essentially. Difficult to explain. It was a tough decision, but in the end, we feel like we gave him enough distance that he was able to make his own decisions, and now he turns out better than us, and that is all we could ever ask for.
Well, I guess it is a little different, him being your son and all. Do you think if you two met each other, as your mild-mannered selves, that you would eventually tell each other you didn't know you were villains?
Hadn't thought of that. They're looking at each other. Ricky sort of is like, no, I still wouldn't say a thing. It comes a point where it becomes like you've already sacrificed a lot, you might as well sacrifice a little more. I would keep that secret. It wouldn't be easier, because then if he knew, he would try and stop me. And I did not want to be stopped at any cost, and I would do what it would take. I would probably hurt the people I loved just to do what I believed I was right. I am quite extreme personally, so I wouldn't be able to. I would just keep it a secret. Lucas looks a little shocked at that, like, I would tell you. Ouch! I would tell you because I wouldn't want to do it alone. It would be too much. At least if someone knew, that the person that's supposed to be closest to me knew, that would be enough. And then I wouldn't have to stress even more about having to protect you, because then you would know to protect yourself. Ricky squints and he's like, but no, I'm supposed to protect you, so you don't have to protect yourself, that's the point. And then Lucas is like, no, we protect each other, that's the point. And they both just start to be like, no, I'm protecting you! And they start going off a little bit, and then they're like, okay, alright. So we're a little different, but I hope that answers your question.
Seems weird that, the same memory came up for both of you, and then mine was just, I don't know. Like, that seems like a pivotal moment for you guys, but, like, mine just kind of seems random.
I don't know, it meant a lot to us, so I guess maybe it was something that meant a lot to you?
And that's when Fray goes, wait a second, I was in a hurry, that's right. He shoots up. That reminds me, I've got to go see a nurse. I have an injury from PE.
Alright, good luck. So you burst through the door, you know you're late, it's not a good feeling, but Russ and your mom always have a good time waiting for you to come home. Seems like mom has the photo albums out and is being embarrassing. They look like they've been intentionally waiting for you to walk in, like waiting for you to turn the corner just so Russ could be like, "Aw, so cute!" just to embarrass you.
So, just because I think it would be interesting, Oliver is wearing the wrong scarf here.
Okay.
Sorry I'm late. I was hanging out with Toby and Sam, and things got kind of a little bit serious. Like not like dangerous or anything. It's just like, I think they're adopting Sam, sort of.
Oh, okay.
And then, I kind of got pulled into like a whole family dinner thing because I didn't realize that we were doing this tonight. And we had macaroni tacos.
Oh.
It wasn't really as bad as it sounds, but
Ugh, you complain about my cooking. Anyways, you're just in time for me to embarrass you.
I mean, you sure do try.
Remember this? Isn't it so cute? It was like your preschool play and you wore this little sailor hat!
Yeah, you did like that sailor outfit.
I can't be cute anymore. She takes the book. Hey, I think he's cute now. Oh, okay, yeah, I know, I'll leave. No one wants to talk when Mom's around. And then she leaves. So, how was school?
It's all right. I mean, things get a little bit crazy usually. It's pretty chaotic.
Pretty sure it's like that every day, huh?
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't like danger, or at least not for me. Like, my classmates aren't, like bad kids. For the most part, they're pretty good people, and I don't know. I don't see any reason why you wouldn't or you shouldn't trust them. I mean,
Yeah, because they're dangerous.
they're fairly in control of themselves, and yeah. Okay, maybe it was a little dangerous, but I'm fine.
I've been meaning to ask. On Halloween, I've never seen you that mad before. It, physically hurt to see you that way. I just want to make sure you were okay. Are you okay?
First of all, I'm sorry for being that way. I don't really know, where that all came from, but seeing Sam throwing Lucid into the arena was just so far from what I see him as. Because, I mean, especially out of my friends, Sam has always kind of been one of the better ones, but, that's just the complete opposite of what I think a hero should do in that type of situation. Like, he didn't know exactly how dangerous things were going to be down there. He didn't know that we were going to just be able to talk that guy down like that. From where we were standing, it looked like it was gonna be like Death Coliseum, and he just pushed Lucid into that because he was slightly pissed. I don't know. That just really messed with me, and I don't know. I guess all night I felt so useless. I mean, just like everybody else has, all their powers and stuff, and they can just use them whenever they want to, and I just felt trapped, I guess.
We're living in a really extreme city where we're abnormal now. It's gonna suck, but it's gonna be okay, because I'm normal too, and all that stuff scares me really bad, and it's great to live here so heroes can protect us. There's also bad guys that can hurt us, so it's kind of And yeah, I don't think what he did was being a hero either. But I've never seen you try and hurt someone before. I just, want to make sure you're okay, because I don't want those people coming back and hurting you, because then we really can't do anything,
I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Well, play's coming up, so I mean, you're gonna come watch it, right?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, sometimes I do miss getting to, be backstage and be a part of the process.
It'd be a lot more fun if you were there, and the costumes would look a lot better. It's okay, we're getting by. It's not to be a downer. I've been trying to focus more on that, because I think I'm focusing too much on you, and that's bad. I keep worrying myself to death over you, and that's bad. So, I'm trying to put more into this, I guess. I still obviously really care about you and worry about you and, like, but I'm trying to do it less so I won't stress you out, you know? Like, I'm trying to be stronger.
I guess I'm kind of doing the same thing. I guess we could both benefit from worrying about each other less.
We're gonna be okay, though. It'll be okay. It's almost holiday break, though, and we could spend all that time together and everything will be okay. I just hope our breaks line up.
Yeah, I know that Brightside's got kind of a wonky schedule, but I'm sure we'll get at least a couple days, you know.
It's my favorite time of the year.
Mine too. I mean, as much as I wear scarves during the summer, it's definitely a lot more comfortable in the winter time.
Well, when we have a date for when the play is, I'll let you know.
Thank you. I'll be there. Opening night, front row.
And your mom could come too. I know she'd throw a fit if she wasn't invited.
Yeah, you know her. She's the parent they make the rules about flash photography for.
So, doing anything in school? Anything fun like cosplay club and stuff?
Yeah, their cosplay club's been okay. It's a little slow going, honestly. There's not a lot of members, and the girl in charge is kind of much, but you know, it is what it is. It's a little weird being at a hero school where you don't have powers, but I mean, I get to focus more on the more bookish side of things, like hero law and you know, Good Samaritan laws and you know, villain insurance and all that, which is actually, you know, surprisingly interesting how all that works.
Well, I have normal people homework. Do you want to do it together?
Yeah, I'd like that. Oliver reaches into his backpack, which is on the chair next to him, and he opens it up and pulls his notebook out, and underneath it is his mask. And he looks at it for a second, and then quickly shuts it, and you know, starts on some homework.
Let's just say being a hero runs in the family.
What?
It speaks.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
alive.
I need to really tell you something. Takes off my mask.